quiz. What do you get when it's minus 36 degrees Celsius and your significant other wants a skating rink that's nice and buttery smooth? A, frostbite, B, hypothermia, or C, grumpy? D, all the above probably. Anyways, good morning guys, welcome to the channel. It is incredibly cold here in southeastern Ontario today. We're talking minus 36 with the wind chill, which is about minus 32 Fahrenheit. Drove out to the lot, was gonna flood the rink quickly, but of course, when it's this cold, sometimes things just don't wanna work. Thought it was the battery, so I hooked it up to this beast because the jump start pack didn't want to do it. But the gauge cluster isn't turning on the dash, and I can't hear the fuel pump engage. So I don't know if it's just the extreme cold, I'm assuming, but it's turning over now and it just won't fire. So I'm going to try it one more time, and then I guess the only other option I have, just looking around here, possibly grab some heaters and throw them in this shipping container, plug them in to the power, and see if I can heat it up enough in here to see if that'll help, and throw a battery charger on this thing. So we're gonna give her one more shot. I'm sure it's not gonna work though. Like I say, I don't hear that fuel pump engage as you turn it on. But I'll try one more time, and if not, we'll see what happens. So stick around, let's see what we get into. So you can see it turned the key on. There's juice because I'm hooked up to the truck. The lights come on, but the gauge cluster doesn't come on at all, and you don't hear the fuel pump engage as you normally do when you turn the key part way. It's got lots of crank, but no fuel. Oh well. Plan B. Alright, so I've made a few stops. I've gone back to the rental, got an extension cord and a battery charger. Then I stopped at the local Home Hardware and I bought a portable propane heater, a Mr. Heater, and a set of bolt cutters to cut the winch cable, and a toboggan so that I could actually tow the pump and hose down to the ice to make sure that I get that done, so that Lisa is happy, because, well, just because. Anyways, I'm on my way back to the lot now. We're gonna get everything hooked up, get that heat going in that sea can, get the battery hooked up to the battery charger, and then while that's all heating up, I guess I'm going to tow the pump and hose down to the ice by myself with the toboggan, and see what we can do there. So Lisa is on her way out to the lot from a showing that she was just doing, so maybe she'll get there and she can help. Anyways, stick around. Fast forward a little bit, because things got too cold and I didn't get the side-by-side started, nor did I get any other work done. I tried to flood the rink, the pump froze, and ended up calling it a day. So this is the day after. It's now only about minus 10 Celsius, and side-by-side still will not run. But if you just were smart enough to come out of the bay instead of flooding a rink, you would notice that you have all of this to skate on. It is absolutely incredible out here. The entire lake is frozen. There's at least 8 inches of ice out here, and it's incredibly smooth everywhere. So all that hard work I put in was really for nothing, except to, I guess, have some fun. So today we're out here enjoying the rink, but more importantly enjoying the entire lake. and prepping for the giant snowstorm that is headed our way tomorrow. We're supposed to get between a foot and a foot and a half of snow. So when we leave the lot today, we need to pack up the tractor because the side-by-side is not working and our snowblower is not working, and get that Kubota back to the rental so that we can dig ourselves out tomorrow. So that's what's next on the agenda. But first, we enjoy this. Lo and behold, once it warmed up, shocker, it actually worked fine. Who knew? All right, guys, so here we are, and the purpose of today's video, truly, as you can see from the other footage over the last 2 days, side by side stopped working because of the extreme cold. It's been crazy here in southeastern Ontario the last week or so with incredibly cold temperatures. Now it's warmed up quite a bit, but we're in the midst of snowmageddon here. If you look out here, you'll see there's definitely over a foot of snow in spots, and we had no snow here in this driveway or in this yard, anything, last night. It's now around 11 o'clock, so it's been snowing now for pretty much 12 hours straight. So the purpose of today's video, seeing that the side-by-side wasn't working, and then I got it working, but I left it at the lot. I brought the Kubota home last night to test out how the Kubota B2601 works in deep snow, because I don't have chains and I'm just using the loader bucket to clear the driveway. So we're going to give it a bit of a test this morning and see how it goes. So stick around and wish me luck. Just to give a better perspective, this is what we're into. The snow is mounded up. It's at least a foot deep, and we're going to try and see what this can do in this deep snow. Okay guys, we're in the midst of the biggest snowstorm southeastern Ontario has had in a great deal of time. I know this might not be the best video quality or sound, but we're going to give this a shot and see how this thing goes. So obviously we're going to keep this in four-wheel drive, going to get the throttle up and see how she handles.
Don't you say it, I can't hear it. I get defensive when I think you're calling me out. But I don't scream, I don't shout. I seethe in my anger, I swallow my answers. I try to listen, but it's all bubbling out. Can you hear me now? What are we doing? I don't know.
Okay, so shockingly, this thing so far has been handling this deep snow really well. Keeping in mind the snow is pretty light, it's not very packy. It's cold enough that it's not wet. But like I say, there's been spots that are over 2 feet deep at the top of the driveway, and this thing has been going through it with the four-wheel drive with these tires on it like nothing. So quite impressed so far, because I didn't know if I'd need chains or not. But so far, so good.
I've been dealing with myself my whole life. I know there's cracks, I know I'm not watertight. Did this have to be a fight? What are we doing? I don't know. But if you're telling me that you found me out,
fantastic job so far. I just did a rough clean because the snow's still coming down, and I don't want to spend all day getting it perfect and then have to do it 5 more times. But I knew with the depth of the snow, if I didn't get at it, it just wasn't going to work. So keep in mind, I don't have the most aggressive tires, but I have the kind of mid-level grade tire. I also have tires that are weighted, they're filled. Keeping it in 4-wheel drive, this light snow, no chains needed so far. It's worked actually really well. So very seldom would I ever say I'm glad a piece of equipment didn't work, but I'm kind of glad that the side-by-side wasn't kind of ready to do this today, because this was the piece of equipment for this job, because I was able to lift the snow and move it and get it out of the way. So far so good, but stick around as we continue through the snowstorm today and see how it continues to work. Hey guys, so as you can see, I've been out again and got the rest of the driveway cleared. And this Kubota did a fantastic job. Now, I've watched a bunch of other YouTube videos, people putting chains on them. I did ask my local dealership, the maintenance guy that came out to do my seat switch on the Kubota, about chains, and he just said with this model, typically they recommend you put wheel spacers on them to get them out a little bit farther before you put chains on them. I haven't really done any other research other than that, but this thing handled this job. I understand it's just an urban residential driveway, but it handled it incredibly well. In fact, I realized that I'm kind of a big kid, and if I had had one of these when I was young, I probably wouldn't have complained so much about shoveling the driveway. Oh well, it works well. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Hopefully we're going to get back to actually some work on the lot in the next couple days for the next episode. It's been so cold and then so much snow, we just haven't had much ambition, to be honest, to get out there and get a lot of that wood cut and the path started. And but we're going to get at it this week. So thanks for watching. Please, if you like the episode, please give us a thumbs up. Add a comment to the comment section below. It really does help us. Share the video with your friends. Hit the little bell so that you know when we're posting, which is typically Tuesdays and Fridays. And thanks for watching. And I hope you are able to get dug out as easy as I was. Have a good one. See you next time. If I could just figure out a way how to get that Kubota up these stairs to do these steps in this porch. Oh well, maybe next time.